What's up, everyone? How's your week going? Mine's going well. It's a little chilly here this week. Last week we had some storms go through. We were up in the 80s. Now we're in the 40s. That's the Midwest. That's how it is. At least there's not snow on the ground. So next week it'll probably be 90 degrees. Anyway, this week I want to talk about something that's very important: hygiene. People often ask, how do you keep clean? There's no showers. What do you do to keep clean when you're out? So when I was a kid, my grandma would just throw us out in the lake, give us a bottle of shampoo and conditioner, a bar of soap, and say, hey, clean up. But those days are gone. So what I have to show you today is the all-top shower system that I have on my truck. And we'll go through some of the features. We'll go through what I like, what I don't like. And then you can decide if you want to buy this brand, you can. There's so many different ones out here. Like I said, make sure it fits what you want for your needs. So anyway, let's go into the hygiene. Let's look at my rooftop shower system. Let's go. All right, come along with me. It is raining out and it's windy and it's cold, but you know me, I don't care. We're still out here. This is my shower. This is my all-top Overland equipment shower tent. I got this off of Amazon. Cost me about $180 for this. It comes in two separate pieces. Has a drain, as you can see. We will look at that in a second. We'll look at the bottom. But right now I want to cover the material like I did with the awning. This is that same material that you would have in a tent. It's very lightweight. The roof on here is also the same material. It connects with this Velcro right here, all the way around. Has these very strong straps right here. Tightens everything, cinches it all down. And of course, you have your stakes on the bottom. Especially today, it's so windy right now. So let's go in here and let's check this out. This is that separate piece I was talking about. It folds up really nice. You can put it in the back, put it in whatever you have to store it away. And it has that drain right there. That's what I wanted. I wanted something that was going to be strong so I didn't have to stand in the mud and worry about it getting torn up. I also didn't want to stand in my own water. So the drain is a good feature. That was something I looked for. Something else that I looked for was this light. I wanted an LED light. I wanted something so I can see at night, because oftentimes I'll get off the trail, I'll get to my destination and I am tired and it's dark and just want to shower and go to bed. This, I can change colors. As you can see, it's got this nice little plug, runs into the back of your truck. You can change the colors so that it's not as bright, or if it's not bright enough, you can make it brighter and turn it down. So that's a cool feature. I was looking for a light. That's what I wanted, was an LED light. And so that's what I opted with. And then there's also this. This isn't terrible. I don't usually get water in here. It's not really an issue. As long as you bring your shower head a little bit further out that direction, you don't get water in there. So it's pretty cool feature, because it allows you to reach in, grab a towel, grab your clothes, not have to leave the shower tent at all. Take care of all of it right here. You can also use this shower tent just for changing if you want. It doesn't have to be for a shower. As always, the connectors right here, you have really good connectors, stainless steel connectors. It's a little bit more stability on each corner. So those connectors are very similar to the awning, and I wanted something similar to that. So that's the tent. I mean, that's pretty much it. It's very simple, it's lightweight, but it's sturdy and strong, and it does what I want it to. That's what I was going for. I wanted the light, I wanted the bottom and the drain, and now I think we are going to discuss the rest of the shower because I got to show you that water tank and how that thing works. And then I'm going to set up the shower. I'll turn it on. I'll show you how it works. And then we will close this thing up. So yeah, let's check it out. All right, welcome to the top of my truck. Let's see if we can do this without falling. There is my shower tank right there. This is an Amazon buy. It's $100. I gave up trying to pronounce the brand, but I will put it down in the description. You can check it out. If you don't like this one, you can always get a different one. This one works for me, and I'll tell you why. So starting with, you can see it's black. It's PVC, which is nice in the summer. It heats up, it retains the heat, and then you have warmer showers. That is where you put your water in. I'm not going to open it. This thing is pressurized right now, but that's where you put your water, whether you use a garden hose, use a funnel, just pour with your roto pack. You can go ahead and fill this up. This right here, these two things right here, this is what I like. So you do not need electricity to put air pressure in this. That right there, if you look, that is a valve stem, just like you would have on a bike or a car. All you have to do is put a pump on there, whether it's a foot pump or a hand press pump like a bike pump, or if you have a battery operated air compressor, you can use that. This safety feature is your air release. So this is a pressure release. It will automatically start to release pressure when there's enough in here as a safety feature. So it keeps it from exploding or having too much pressure in it. It's a great feature. So the other thing that I want to cover with this is about just under 8 gallons. Well, it holds just under 8 gallons of water, which equates to right around 66 pounds. Because if you figure a pound or a gallon of water is about 8.2 pounds. So do the math, you're right around 66 pounds. That's extra weight that you're putting on top of your truck. So I don't always fill this thing, but I use it for a lot of different things. I use it for dishwashing. I get water from it for dishwashing. I use it for showering, obviously. You can use it for washing off your dog. Your dog gets all nasty from mud or whatever. The paws get nasty. You can always wash off the paws before you go in the back. Yeah, really, that is the tank. It's pretty simple. I'm gonna show you the shower head. I'll show you, I did a little bit of modifying to it to make it to my liking. And like I said, you can do it any way you want, but I'll show you how it connects in and how it works. So let's get off the top of here before I fall and check out the rest of the shower. All right, I'm back on solid ground. Now let's check out the shower head itself. There it is. And I'm gonna show you quick. I'll show you how it's connected in. If you look right here, this just screws into this. And then there's a little turn on switch in the back. And originally there was a holder right here, but it's just not gonna reach. And it's also not very sturdy. So I decided I was going to modify something. And this is a magnet and this is a shower head holder. Just got it at Home Depot, works perfectly. I can put down in the description what I paid for this, put a little valve in the middle of that. And that's my shower setup, and it's held just like that. So if you check it out, turn it on, and you can see, there you go, and it works. And I also want to show in here, as you can tell, there's no water getting inside right there. So that's what's nice about it. You just got to set it up so that the water goes away from the window and you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about water getting inside. So eventually this will drain. But that's my shower. That is my all-top Overland Equipment shower tent. With my brand name, I don't know what it is. Shower tank on the top. There it is. All right, the next thing we want to do is put this thing away. I'll show you how this tent gets folded up and put away. Let's start with the top. So the top needs to come off. All right, so that is my shower system. That's how I keep clean. That's how I take showers. That's how I get water for dishes. That's how I wash off my feet when they're muddy from going on adventures and hikes and things like that. So if you're looking at getting something like this, do your research. Like I said, you do not have to get the same thing I have. Make it work for you. Decide on what's gonna work best for what you need it for. But that's the one that I got. I will put all the information down in the description. If you wanna go check it out, maybe you wanna get it, go ahead, jump on Amazon and grab it. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment, and I will let you know everything that I know, anything that I experienced that I can tell you that worked for me, things that I don't like. Just comment, let me know, and we'll continue on with more videos. We're going maybe into my solar next. Check that out. I'll show you how I get the power in this thing and kind of how I have it set up. It's pretty simple. Anybody can do it. So stay tuned, like my videos, come on and follow me, subscribe, and let's have more adventures later. Talk to you later.